What's good, NBA family, and welcome back to another video. First thing I want to say is it's so good to be back with my family members. Some of y'all know I did have surgery, so your boy was down and out for a little bit, but it's all good. It's all about the bounce back. We here now, getting ready to deliver these banger of a videos. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Look, this offseason has been nothing short of crazy. We got James Harden calling Daryl Morey a straight up liar. We got players walking out on their teams. We got players getting traded to teams, free agency. It's going crazy everywhere. So I thought, what video would be better to make than a top five most underrated moves that's happened so far this offseason? And I'm talking all moves in general. Signings, tradings, you name it. We're gonna talk about it here. So if you new to this channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and tell somebody about this channel. If you love hoops and you know somebody else that loves hoops, tell them to come get on Clutch Talk because we got the best type of hoop content around town, baby. Now let's go ahead and get into it. Starting at number 5, we have Javon Carter to the Bulls. Now, personally, the reason why I have this move so low on my list is because I actually think the Bulls picked up the wrong Javon here. They should have actually picked up Javon Freeman Liberty, who was giving them solid minutes and a knockdown shooter and a great playmaker in the Summer League. But we're not here to talk about Javon Freeman. We're here to talk about Javon Carter, who signed to the Bulls for a 3-year, $20 million contract. For the Bulls side of things, this is a solid move because you're still missing Lonzo Ball, so you need active point guards who are going to be good, reliable, won't turn the ball over much. Javon last year in Milwaukee had a 2.87 assisted turnover ratio. He also helped stretch the floor out with his three-point shooting ability. Last year shot 42% from the three-point line, and he's going to be big help for the Bulls in that area because, as we all know, the Bulls were bottom barrel of the league last year in three-point shooting. So overall, this is a good move for the Bulls because you cover your bases with the point guard position, bringing in Javon. You still have Colby, and you still have other point guards to run the team. But ultimately, you hope Lonzo Ball comes back. Next up, number 4, we got John Collins to the Utah Jazz for Rudy Gay and second-round picks. Now, most people are probably looking at this like just a salary dump for a washed player in John Collins. But the Utah Jazz have now brought back to life both Jordan Clarkson's career and Lauri Markkanen's career. So why would they not be able to do the same thing with John Collins, who has been on the decline since 2019-2020? That's exactly what happened with Jordan Clarkson. He was looked at as a shot chucker. He was looked at as an inefficient player. Went to Utah, changed the trajectory of his career. Sixth man of the year. Or even Lauri Markkanen was looked at as maybe a bust or wasn't the player that he was supposed to be. Went to Utah and now he is a all-star caliber player. And in my opinion, John Collins fits perfect with what they already got going on. John Collins will not have that pressure that he had in Atlanta of being that 2 or even at times 1 option because the Utah Jazz have that figured out. They have their offense in Lauri Markkanen and Jordan Clarkson and Colin Sexton and all these offensively great gifted players they have. So John Collins would just have to be that defensive menace that he can be. And next to Walker Kessler, who's proving to be Rudy Gobert-like, I think that is amazing to put a player who can guard a little bit more in the perimeter and then let Walker Kessler stay back and protect the paint like how OG Rudy Gobert used to do. But let's say John Collins doesn't pan out and continues to flail and be on this decline. John Collins is still coming into his 7th NBA season. He is a vet by now. So if anything, he can lead Taylor Hendricks and all of those young guys that they have coming in. Overall, I think this is a good move, good for John Collins in his career, and a perfect fit for the Utah Jazz. So that's why I have it coming in at number 4 for most underrated moves of offseason so far. Coming in at number 3, we got Taurean Prince signing with the Lakers. on top of everything else that the Lakers had already did this offseason, retaining AR-15 on the biggest team-friendly deal in the entire league, retaining D'Angelo Russell, retaining Rui, bringing in Gabe Vincent, bringing in Cam, bringing in Hayes. The Lakers got deeper at a position that they were already deep in, which is that 3 to 4 slot or that small forward, power forward, by bringing in Torian Prince. Immediately, he's an upgrade to the offense with his 3 point shooting ability. Last year, he shot 38% from the 3 point line. He can hit those corner threes that was honestly a big issue that the Lakers faced last season in the playoffs. When they would leave Vando in the corner, he kept missing those corner threes. Now you bring in a player like Torian Prince who can do similar to what Vando can do, except he can shoot. I mean, in that Knicks game, Torian Prince went off for 35 points and went 8 of 8 from the 3 point line. So that definitely won't be a concern. And then when we flip to the other end, the defensive end, Torian Prince is a 6'7" wing with a 7 foot wingspan. He can be a nightmare on the perimeter. And the Lakers are already a good defensive team last season. So putting him in fits like a glove. Overall, I think Torian Prince is going to be a huge contributor in any role, whether he's just this 3 and D role, whether he starts some games over Vando, or whether he comes off the bench. So that's why I got it coming in at number 3. Coming in at number 2, we got Seth Curry signing with the Dallas Mavericks. Now, this is Seth Curry's third time signing with the Mavericks, so he must really love Dallas. But regardless, this is a W move for the Dallas Mavericks. With players like Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving on the team, I guarantee to you the defense will often have to be crashing, often have to be playing a lot of help side because Luka and Kyrie easily just blow past their defenders. So for you to add a player like Seth Curry, who has never averaged under 40% from the 3 point line in his entire career, for you to add that player around Luka and Kyrie, who will just get so many kick out passes, driving kicks, that is an amazing fit. On this last player, we talked about how Torian Prince would fit like a glove in the Lakers system. Seth Curry literally is the glove in this Dallas Mavericks system. In 2019-2020, Seth played with Luka and he had the highest shooting percentage on the team for catch and shoot passes from Luka Doncic. He was shooting 48% from the 3 point line on catch and shoot from Luka. So, guys, I think this right here is low key one of the best moves the Dallas Mavericks have made all offseason. And that is why I got it coming in at number 2. And coming in at number 1, I got Obi Toppin being traded to the Indiana Pacers for 2 second-round picks. Now, this is an extremely underrated move for the Indiana Pacers and just a straight up dumb, boneheaded move for the New York Knicks. Let's talk about the Knicks real quick. Toppin was your number 8 pick in 2020. So 3 short years ago, he was your guy you were rolling with. The Knicks played him in a terrible role that isn't really for him, gave him inconsistent minutes, and then when he didn't parlay that into being who the Knicks thought he was supposed to be, they traded him away for second-round picks. Man, the Knicks just keep messing up. But we're not here for the Knicks. We're here for the Pacers. Let's talk about that. You add in the 8th pick 3 short years ago, who I personally still believe in as long as he's in the right role. And that right role for him is a pick and roll lob option because that's what he does. The Knicks had him shooting a lot of threes. Obi Toppin is a high flyer and he needs to get lobs at the rim. Who's better than to give him all these lobs than Tyrese Halliburton, the man who had one of the best assist to turnover ratios last season? Obi Toppin loves to play extremely fast. 22% of his buckets last season came in transition. You know who else loves to play fast? Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers finished 5th in pace last season and led the NBA in transition buckets. So I think this fit will be amazing for Obi Toppin. Overall, this is just such a W for the Pacers because you're able to bring in the Eighth pick just 3 short years ago in Obi Toppin, a player who fits your system, fits your timeline as far as age, and is extremely talented. Man, what a W move. And that wraps up our list of the top 5 most underrated moves this offseason so far. If you enjoy this video, make sure you leave a nice comment down below letting me know which move is your favorite. Leave a nice like and make sure you smash that subscribe button. And don't forget to tell your auntie, to tell your mama, to tell your mama's mama, to tell your mama's daddy. And come subscribe. Come join the family because we rocking and we rolling. Peace, y'all.